So I'm looking at this two ways. People are blowing this out of proportion, or she was just extremely rude. Funny part about this is I don't even know who the hell she is. I don't. I'm a Google searcher afterwards. I don't think that's even of any significance here. The point is there are people who are like, man, that's foul. You ain't had to talk to him like that. You ain't had to embarrass him like that. And then there's other people that's like, man, y'all reading into this way too much. So let's talk about it. Roll footage.
Fawn Weaver recently received backlash for being mean to a former classmate who recognized her at an appearance.
Selfie with you?
Very quickly, because I got to get in there.
There we go.
All right.
Good to see
All
you.
right, yeah. No! Come on. Hello. How are you?
We're just in the same class as 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Washington.
So I'm supposed to remember you because
you, Naeem.
Okay, can I tell y'all that this man just said, "Do you remember me?" I said, make it make sense to me. He said we were in the same class in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Pasadena, Jamar, me, you, Naeem, and Sharice.
He's being serious though. Are you being serious? I do not. I'm sorry. No, I don't remember the 6th, the 7th, or the 8th grade.
We were in the same class.
Okay.
Me, you, and
Well,
Naeem.
it's nice to meet you.
When she
Okay. Your approach was kind of weird, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, man. You know how y'all say pickup lines are corny, or you gotta do better with your approach? That was kind of like he just stepped from behind a wall while you were walking, and then like that. I'm like, bro, I get her like reserve, and I get her reaction, right? The only part I wasn't really fond of was how she kind of addressed it. You didn't have to say, "Hey, everybody, look at this, such and such. He's crazy." You didn't have to do that. That conversation could have just stayed between you and him, and then you could have proceeded on with the rest of your day. You did a little too much. But let's proceed with the video because there's more.
received backlash on social media from the general public who said, "Hey, you're an Here's her response in words and also the 2 pinned comments on her status. Full video, context matters. Since 2017, I've met tens of thousands of people in public. Thousands just in the past couple of weeks. I trust those real interactions and the people who've experienced me firsthand. I'll let that sustained truth speak for itself. I've reached out to the young man in this video. Friends who were with him have shared in my comments, responding to those attempting to paint a portrayal of me that is not consistent with who I am or what they personally experienced at this signing, that the viral clip is out of context and that he experienced the moment as lighthearted as I'd hoped. Still, I want to hear that from him directly. If I hurt or embarrassed him in any way, I will apologize without hesitation. Anyone who encounters me should leave feeling encouraged. If they don't, that's on me. I take seriously what God has called me to do. For context, when he approached me, I was trying to get inside where hundreds were waiting. He was inches from my face with no smile or greeting, just a comment about middle school. It caught me off guard as I attended 3 different schools between 6th and 9th grade, so no one could have been my classmate all those years. For those around us,
How the hell do you get swapped out that many times? She must be an actress or something. Like seriously, I haven't Googled her yet. I'm gonna do it after. Forgive my ignorance. I'm not really swamped with following the lifestyles of the rich and famous. This is about character for me. And damn, I remember most people from certain parts of my 6th and 8th and 9th grade and all that. I don't remember everybody, but I think I would remember somebody from the 6th or 7th grade. And to be fair, she did hug him. It wasn't like a hug, but she kind of, it felt like she was trying to make light of it. And you're like, nah, but I don't know. I don't.
It felt uncomfortable as well. My response reflected that. There was no doubt that was not his intention, but intent and impact don't always align in the moment. With hindsight, I would have handled it differently, turning the moment lighthearted privately. But you can't get the poop back in the horse. So I'll let him decide how, if at all, he'd like this made right. I'd take his cue and only his cue on that. To those who saw the short snippet from this clip circulating and immediately spoke about my character and their personal experiences interacting with me, I'm so grateful. It takes great courage to do that in a social media world in which tearing down a respected public figure.
Is it just me, or is this woman kind of like low key roasting her without even? Am I tripping? For those of you who are watching this and you only saw small positive, I would like you to understand it. Ma'am, you funny as hell. You funny as hell.
Has become a favorite sport. Pray your hands emoji. Love hands. DMV, I just finished a book and bottle signing at DNA and I'm headed your way to drop the very limited copper cognac cask. See you mañana. I love and appreciate you. The comments you pinned at the top are, people are easily offended. There was no ill intent, clearly. I would have laughed. People are so critical. It is a lot to deal with, a crowd of people. And the second comment is, do you remember me? As a greeting is crazy, especially with those suspicious mannerisms and the blank stare, not a way to greet anyone. If you meet Fawn or Keith, they're some of the nicest folks. My theory is awkward greetings get awkward responses. And my question is, if she did remember you, then what? I have not lived in my hometown since I was like 17 years old. And there are people that I've known since the first grade. Someone that I knew in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I'm going to remember those people. And even if it took some memory jogging to figure out, like, wait a minute, you're who? In my mind, actually, I would still know. Once you name some of the family names around there, I'd know exactly who that person was. Now, if Fawn would have said, you know what, I remember you and I had a crush on you and you were mean to me, I would have completely understood the shade. But for her to humiliate that man and then call the entire crowd like, I'm supposed to remember somebody from 6th, 7th, 8th grade. Actually, yeah, those are the grades where I kind of really remember everybody. Unless you tell me that he cut your pigtail off, you're an Fawn Weaver.
Yeah, like I said, man, I guess it all depends on how y'all look at it. I say you handle that between you and him. You don't have to bring everybody in. It's like you in class and then someone say, hey, everybody, such and such crap themselves. Just keep the conversation private and then you keep doing what you were doing and none of this happens. But again, the part that I thought was interesting as well was you feeling uncomfortable. Like, my guy, you are around hundreds of people. There are witnesses, cameramen. What's going to happen right there? I don't know. Am I missing something here? Y'all let me know.
welcome aboard the flight. This is pilot who shies the token. We going back to Memphis and coming straight from New Orleans. The estimated time of arrival is about an hour, and I can turn your ghost if you try and play with my power. So when you look up and see the sun flashing, stay in your seat. If the flight attendant say you making trouble, then we got beef. The turbulence might get rocky, you better not spill your food. This is brand new plane, if you get it